I asked ChatGPT 4.0 to give me 10 unique product ideas that I can use to scale to 5K a month on Etsy. In this video, I'm going to be breaking them down one by one with real world insight as to which ones are worth your time and are beginner friendly. Let's dive in. First off, if you're new here, my name is Robert Balaz and I've done close to 500K in revenue on Etsy as a side hustle with print on demand and unique product strategy. I started out with zero experience, figured things out through trial and error, and now I'm here to share with you guys no fluff, no guesswork, just what works, just straight up value. The goal is by the end of the video that you will know exactly which of the products that ChatGPT recommends are actually viable and worth your time in 2025. So let's hop right into it. So the first product ChatGPT recommended was custom t-shirts. Now, custom t-shirts are the #1 POD category on Etsy and are massive in demand year-round for niche themes like pets and professions. But in my humble opinion, they are not my #1. And the reason behind that is that everybody else is doing it. So my strategy and my philosophy is that I've taken is that I want to sell unique products that not everybody is selling so that I can actually stand out and make money faster, right? So, but here, as you can see, t-shirts are absolutely viable. Now, they actually wrote custom t-shirts and hoodies, which hoodies as well can be good. One other thing I don't love about t-shirts is that, as you can see, they don't have very high profit margins. Like if we take a look at one of these here, you can see 55 people bought this in the last 24 hours, so it's obviously in demand. And I'm not saying you can't succeed with t-shirts. You absolutely can. There's new people coming in every year and succeeding, but it's just my philosophy that I like to sell more unique things. So here we can see that it costs short sleeve, medium, colors, right? So it's going to cost $18.99, $4.49 for shipping. Now, this is a custom color or a comfort colors tee, which are more expensive. So the profit margins are quite low. If we're thinking about running ads, we're definitely not going to be making money on this. So just keep that in mind. That is just my reasoning for them not being my #1 choice. Although you can make amazing amounts of money, as you can with a lot of things on Etsy. Again, not my #1 choice. The next product that ChatGPT recommended was actually wall art, so posters or canvases. And I went ahead and found a shop that does similar type styles. So they have like portraits of families and stuff like that, but they're actually selling digital files. And as you can see, they have over 50,000 sales. But what if we were to do something similar, but just offered on actual products? So if we went ahead and went over to Printify, for example, and found let's see here, canvas. So here you can see there's a multitude of products that we could actually sell similar things on, put them on there, put them onto Etsy, and make some sales. So I would say that the margins for wall art are also a lot higher than t-shirts. So this is something that could absolutely be a viable option for you guys there to take a closer look at. Another thing you could sell is posters. So they also have posters on Printify, right? You can have framed posters, whatever, right? And these sell well. I know they sell well. I've looked into it. So it's definitely a viable option and a good way to scale your shop. Just make sure you're not just posting random designs. You actually want to target niches with specific keywords and appeal to that emotion of that buyer so that they will choose your product over other products. Now, the next product ChatGPT suggested was personalized drinkware, so mugs or tumblers. Now, these are absolutely a viable option if done right. Now, lots of people are selling mugs and tumblers nowadays. However, it's not as saturated as the t-shirt niche, so it's definitely an option to go into. I haven't sold tumblers personally, but I know that, for example, the supplier Inner Circle Prints has good tumblers at good prices, but you can try and find unique things also on Printify. So say we're not just doing tumblers, maybe we're looking at glassware as well. There's a ton of different glassware options. I know these sipper glasses, they sell very well on Etsy, but you have tons of things here. You have mixing glass, rocks glass, you have the glass mug with a handle, clear, right? You have a mason jar, and then you have your mug catalog as well here. Let's see, mugs, right? There's tons of mugs to choose from. And also they have a tumbler catalog as well. Bottles and tumblers. So tons and tons of options. Look at your profit margins or your potential pricing that you could do to make sure they're a viable option before you actually start selling. But there is definitely some potential here for sure. As you can see, lots of sales, monthly sales 235, 122, 24, 0, 0, 0, 281. Now, if you guys are curious as to how I can see this is through the Chrome extension called Everbee. I have that link below. It's an affiliate link, so I'll get a small kickback if you use that at no extra cost for you guys. But Everbee is a great tool to analyze trends, analyze what's selling, analyze keywords, niches, all that good stuff. It's a great tool to use. So yes, I would say tumblers and mugs is also a very good option. The next thing ChatGPT recommended was custom phone and tech accessories. So I went ahead and looked up custom phone cases, and these are selling well. As you can see, $454 a month, $137 a month, right? And so on. Now they do sell a lot, it looks like. Now price-wise, if we click into just a random one here, let's go ahead and click on one like maybe this one here. Here we can see three people bought in the last 24 hours. Choose device, iPhone 16. Tempered glass, okay, no thank you. So they're only selling for like $16.76, and they have free shipping. So I don't know if these guys are doing it themselves or if it's print on demand, but if we go ahead and look at Printify, if we look at the catalog and look at phone cases, as you can see, they have a ton of phone cases. Now, this is the best seller as we can see, so we're going to check that out. And we're going to look at the provider info. So with Printify Premium, you can get it for $11.20. Shipping is $5.49. So profit margins aren't there, at least with this listing. So you'd have to take a look and see if there is room for higher profit margin. Yeah, this one's selling for a bit more. Yeah, you'd have to analyze the market, but so this could potentially be a product, but it does seem a little bit low profit margin to me, just looking at it quickly. So make sure to do your due diligence. So next up, we have personalized tote bags. Now, I know for a fact that tote bags do sell very well on Etsy. They make a lot of sales. However, again here, I think we are running a little bit into the issue of low profit margins. As you can see, if we click on a random one here, is it really that cheap? Probably not. Premium tote bag, black handle. $9.50, so that's very, very low. We're doing $4.95 to ship. Now this doesn't look like the best quality bag out there. So let's take a look at another one. So just scrolling through here, I could see this one as well. This one seems to be a higher price point. They have a bow attached to it, so that's an example of how you can add value. This one's selling for $26.87, so a higher price. Shipping's $5.99. So that's better. If we take a look at Printify at their tote bags they have, so here you can see their best seller is this one here. It's an all over print tote bag. Let's check out the info. So this will sell for, okay, the smallest size here is $8.41, and then shipping will be $5.89. So we got to look at and analyze the market to see if it's viable, but there are a lot of options here. My only concern is that maybe again here we run into that profit margin issue. So make sure you do your due diligence and factor in any Etsy ads that you would use, and make sure that you still make a profit off it. Next up, we have printable wedding signs and templates. So either we do templates or we could sell physical products as well. And as you can see, 62 sales, 20, 54, 31, 243, 111, 309. Now, weddings are an evergreen niche, even though they do peak in the summertime. But this could potentially be something if we could, for example, look at, see what Printify has. If we, for example, look in home decor, there are some things that could be viable here. We have the garden and house banner, for example. Now this is a canvas fabric, it looks like. It's printed on both sides. It's a flag. It does not include the pull hooks or fasteners, but say this is something that for a wedding is placed on some sort of pole like this with the same kind of vibe as these here and are utilized to the same thing. So this would cost, how much would this cost? This would cost, shipping would be $609, and it would cost us $657 to make, which absolutely, I think this could be a viable product. Now we could scale this to not only go for weddings, but maybe other niches as well. And this could be absolutely an option to look into. As you can see here as well, they have something called a yard sign, which is just a plastic yard sign. But this could be, if you're creative, you can make this into something similar to those wedding signs. And this costs us $12.59, depending on the size, $8.92 to $25.03. Shipping, $11.89 up to $15.39. So we could absolutely look into this and see if it is a viable option. So I would say, yes, this is an option to look into. Quick side note, if any of these ideas are jumping out at you and you're serious about building a real Etsy shop in 2025, I'd love to help. There's a link in the description where you can book a free call with me. I'll take a look at where you're at and I'll help map out a plan for turning ideas like these into real income. So go ahead and just check that out in the description. Now, product 7 is going to be personalized jewelry. So personalized jewelry is a very, very good thing to sell on Etsy. They sell like crazy. People love jewelry on Etsy. As you can see here, 302, 1200, 3613, 1238, 404, 106. These are all monthly sales. And the cool thing about jewelry is that they have a high perceived value, even though we can get jewelry quite cheap. So here we can see number of cats, 1, color and chain length, gold. Okay, so they're charging $25.50, and it's free shipping. Now I know for a fact things like these, they do not cost a lot. They'll be anywhere from like $5 to $10 to get this produced and shipped. If we look at Printify as to what options they have, let's see here. Accessories, jewelry. Now, they do not have a lot of options here, but we have websites like OwnPrint. If we take a look at that quickly. Create and sell custom jewelry. Now, I have used OwnPrint in the past, and they are legit. They do have good products. As you can see, you can sell different products here, and it's the exact same process, or a little bit different than Printify, but same principle basically. You just upload your design and sell it on Etsy, and they'll print and ship it to you for you. So, and the prices are quite low. So you can price your products at, like, you can see here, 33. This one's 22. Is it 22 though? Let's click in. Gold, silver, chain length. It's like 25, right? So yeah, absolutely, it's a viable product. Keep in mind that lots of sellers do sell jewelry, so you need to be able to stand out from the marketplace. But if you can, they are a viable option, and you will make a lot of money selling jewelry. Product number 8 that ChatGPT recommended was sticker packs and decals. So as you can see on Etsy, there are quite a few people selling exactly that. Now, they have low prices. That's one thing that sticks out right away. See here, set of 5, it would be with laminate $3.75, without laminate $3, right? So $3, and they have $1.50 for shipping. So not the highest priced products, which also means that they're basically running Etsy ads is going to be a little bit difficult. I personally haven't really analyzed stickers and stuff like that too much, so I'm not sure. But just like here, you can see this one sold for 200. This one sold 214 times in the past month, which is pretty crazy. Printify does sell. Printify does sell decals and stickers, but you can see, like, they're quite highly priced. So I'm not sure you're going to be able to break into the market and make some serious money from this. Now, this could be something that could be offered as maybe like a loss leader for your shop, if that would make sense. But yeah, I probably wouldn't go into this. Now, next up, we have custom candles. Candles sell very well on Etsy. They are a great product to gain sales velocity. But again, here we run into the issue of them being too low priced, as to where we can't make proper profits after ad spend. So this is a product I would avoid. Now, just a quick backstory. I actually started out selling candles first and made quite a few candle sales. And I believe it actually helped gain sales velocity for my shop, and actually helped rank my shop, even though I wasn't making money. So keep that in mind. Sales velocity is very important when you're first starting out, and it'll help snowball your shop so that it gets traction, and then it just snowballs from there. So, but as you can see, they do sell well. 11 monthly sales, 585 just on this one. 6 for that one, 13 for that one. 52, 9, 7. And the nice thing about candles too is they're very easy to design. It does not take a lot of design skill to be able to design them. So absolutely. But if we take a look at Printify, their candles, although they do have a lot of options for candles, they are quite pricey. If we click into maybe just a classic 9-ounce soy candle, we can see that they are charging $8.76 for the production of the 9-ounce, and the shipping is another $7.99. So because of that shipping price being quite high, it's hard to make proper on candles, although you can make it work. I would say it's more likely than like stickers and decals. So I would check it out, but maybe not have this as your main moneymaker. So the last thing ChatGPT recommended was personalized journals and notebooks. And yeah, journals and notebooks also can be a good seller on Etsy, and they do have decent profit margins. I have looked into them. So if we just analyze one here quickly, let's just find one that is decently priced here. Okay, so this one's priced at $17.99. Customization, $17.99 and then $5.99 for shipping. And if we take a look at Printify here, at journals and notebooks, they have a bunch of different styles. So if we're looking at like the hardcover one, like that one we just looked at, we can see that it costs, let's see here, $6.84 for the product, and then shipping is another $5.99. So absolutely, there is some room there for some profit. I would say that's a pretty low price as well. So I would say probably like you can probably price it over $20. So if you would have done that, then absolutely this could be a viable option and kind of a fun option, because if you're kind of creative, then you can like make like this person here, that's a crazy design, super cool. You can do custom things, right? Custom sayings, word like names. Yeah, there's lots you can do here. So that's a fun thing to design for. So as you can see, ChatGPT is an incredibly useful tool. It can spark great ideas, help with product research, and even generate content fast. But here's the truth. I wouldn't rely on it to choose the best products for you, because it doesn't know your goals, what prices you get from your suppliers, what niches you're in, and so on. So that's where the human help comes in. If you're serious about building an Etsy shop that actually makes sales, and you want clarity, a game plan, and someone who's done it essentially, right? I'd love to help. There's a link in the description where you can book a call with me. I'll help you figure out what products are best for you and map out a plan to actually help start, grow, and scale your shop the smart way. No pressure, just real strategy and real results. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.